Hey everybody. I hadn't made a video in a while, so I just figured I would kind of make an update video. Some things have changed. I haven't really, honestly, I got kind of sick of editing videos like all the time. I was either at work or working here editing videos, and there was some shit stuck to my phone. I'm not really trying to be a full-time YouTuber or anything. I'm just kind of showing folks that aren't around me what's going on. So let's, for one, everything's a lot greener than the last video. I finally got, all my brush pile, well, a bunch of my brush piles and leaves all burn up, and I'm about halfway. That pile of wood over there is where I'm going to stop clearing this, and then this is all going to be the garden next year. I'm not going to have time to do it this year. I need to get this cleared out so the road drains right, because what's happening to me right now, my little garden failed. That did not work, but that's okay. I was just kind of messing with it. This little driveway area of mine, it's actually drained out today, but yesterday that was all standing water. It drains down that side of the road, and then it gets stuck at the end, and then comes back around and all drains in here. And what I need it to do is to drain down this little hill right here. It hasn't started doing that yet, and I'll get that worked out later. So, as far as clearing and making room, that's what's going on. I've had to start parking the cars up here because it's the rainy season. It's almost always muddy. Everything's got mud on it. But as you see, it's a lot greener. The woods are getting super thick. I'm finding all sorts of wild food, like this right here. I've got this stuff growing everywhere. I'm finding massive trees of it. This is sassafras. It's actually what they used to make root beer out of. I found some pokeweed, and I found some wild lettuce, plantain starting to pop up, which is medicinal too. There's all sorts of shit I can eat out here. This is the shower. I'll be pouring it this weekend. And I've got my tank over here. Those boards will be going around this, but I'm not going to do that till the concrete's poured so I can work it easier. As of right now, everything's free, and I'll spend about 50 bucks on the concrete, but that's the idea. These rocks will all go, and I'll get a few more flat. They're flat sandstone, so they got grip to them. Some shelves. So what'll happen is I'll run a pipe, or not a pipe, probably just a hose, out of here, go up and under. It'll go up the post here, all the way up to the top, and I'll get it mounted up there, and I'll drill holes in my shelves so that kind of holds it there. Probably put a strap right here, but then I'll rig up some kind of situation where I can pump water out of this 200-gallon tank, and I'll have showers once I get the concrete. I've got my form built. I've got all the framing done for putting the boards up here, and I've got the boards. Got those on a deck demo. So once I get the concrete here, which will probably be this weekend, that'll be done. And actually, I'm not even worried about filling that tank right now. I ordered a 10-gallon shower bag, so I'm going to just hang my 10-gallon shower bag up there. And the great part about that is I can fill it up and go put it in the sun when I go to work, and hang it up when I get home and have a hot shower through the summer. That's the area where I'll be building the shed. Once I get the shower done, that's the next project, so that I can get all of that stuff off of that trailer. There's a fridge and all sorts of shit under there, and I need to get my trailer freed up. I can't use it, and it's been a couple months. More free material I've gotten, and my favorite for right now that has been accomplished, makes my life so much easier coming up in the world here. I finally have water that I don't have to dip out of a bucket. It's a 30-gallon tank. Just put a spigot on it, sealed it up with some silicone. So now I pump water out of the 55 into the 30. I have a backup 30. It's not full just yet, but and then my plan is to take one of these smaller ones and set it up on my table too. And when it's sitting up here, I'm thinking I'm gonna fill it with rainwater, put a spigot on it the same way, and what that will allow is, like, I can wash my hands with that and not be wasting my drinking water, because I still have to haul drinking water in. We get enough rain that I'd be able to wash my hands, or even maybe use it if it's clean enough for the shower bag. You know, I could always rig up a coffee filter or something to pull some of the crap out and still get clean with it. But anyway, other than lots and lots of working, I'm finally kind of back in the swing of driving to Springfield and working. That's about it. The woods are green. It's shady here all the time. Lots of rain. Projects are getting there. And yeah, that's about all I got. It's still moving along. I've kind of had to just start pacing myself. I was really pushing myself hard to get moved here. I was working a lot, and I was moving, and I was driving, and I was getting all this logistics of all this done. And then I got here, and man, I hit the ground running and started digging and clearing and chopping and running chainsaws and making posts and building tables. And next thing I know, I was just worn smooth out and irritable, and just, there was a lot going on. As far as just, my body was tired. I wasn't drinking enough water because I was trying to conserve it. So I started having back issues. There was a lot going on there. But, you know, I kind of hit a wall, took myself to the river, did some fishing, swam. I found a good spot where I can take showers and get clean at a state park nearby. So it's not too bad. But I have learned that, you know, this is a marathon. It's not a race. I'm going to live here for a long time, and I don't have to get all of this done right now. I have a comfy place to sleep. It's dry. It's climate controlled. My cars are running. I've got work. I just need to, I had to learn when I got here. I don't know what I thought I had to prove, but I was definitely trying to get as much done as quick as possible, and it eventually I hit a wall there. So anyway, I figured there was a few people who keep up with this that were probably wondering what the hell's been going on out here. And it's not a ton, but things are still moving. That water coming out of the spigot, man, that is awesome. That changes everything. You can wash your hands without having to dump a bucket. You can fill up containers without worrying about dipping your hands in the bucket. I can fill up the dog bowl without having to dip getting the dog water and getting coffee became one of the most complicated processes, because I have to get in, open the barrel, dump the bucket, pour it out of the bucket into the dog pan or into the coffee maker, and then go back and fill it back. And then I started to worry about getting sick from just contaminants getting in the water. And when it's set up like that, the lid stays on. You fill it up once a week. It's very unlikely that I'll go through 30 gallons of water as far as drinking water in a week. But that is the improvements around here. Yeah, that's all I got. Y'all have a good one.